Oftentimes, when we think of a topic for a project like a paper or speech, we think of it as a word or a phrase. But today we're going to practice writing a question about your topic. Writing a question will give you direction for your analysis and will help you write your thesis statement later in the process, since your thesis will likely be the answer to the question. But a question only leads to a strong thesis if it's a good question to begin with, so let's start there. To continue with the sports example from the previous activity, say you're working on a project where you have to analyze a piece of rhetoric, and you've chosen the 100-year game commercial aired during the 2019 Super Bowl. You've got a topic. The next step is to transform that topic into a question. As you watch the commercial, you might already be asking yourself questions like, what was the NFL's goal in making this? What is actually being advertised here? Who are they trying to appeal to? These questions are good ones, but they're not open-ended enough to fill a whole project. These questions have answers that are more or less right or wrong. These are the sorts of questions we will have to answer in order to ask the better, more thought-provoking questions whose answers are debatable. So let's do a little research and see if we can answer some of these early questions. Let's start with a simple Google search. If I type NFL Super Bowl commercial, most of what comes up are videos of the commercial itself, along with a few articles naming each of the famous players featured in it. But here's one article that says, Inside the NFL's star-studded Super Bowl commercial. Going behind the scenes might give us a sense of why the NFL decided to make it, so I'll click that one. As I skim through, I see the sentence, the idea of bringing together league legends and current stars was an intentional aim to showcase the game's appeal to multiple generations. And then later, there are quotes from the NFL marketing officer calling football America's last big tent, and saying that the league wants to appeal to the younger generation, who we have to work a little harder to connect with. The phrase Big Tent is an old political term that refers to political parties that attract voters with a wide range of different viewpoints, rather than a group of voters who all have similar viewpoints. From these quotes, it seems like the goal of the ad is to broaden the NFL's appeal with a particular eye to young people. In light of that, we might ask the question, how does the NFL's 100-year game ad try to attract young adults to be football fans? This question gives us something to look for when we rewatch the ad. It is also clear and specific enough to give us good directions for an academic paper or presentation. Remember, a good topic question is specific, open-ended, and not focused on opinion or belief. So, go ahead and find a source to help you write a good question about your topic.